Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel, 59 to Retirement. And I am Mike, and I have 3 years, well, that is my goal, 3 years to retire. So, and let me tell you a little bit about my situation right now. I've been off work for 3 months for FMLA leave because on February 7th, I had heart bypass surgery. So, a couple days ago, my boss sent me a text saying that, hey, Friday they're going to have a meeting, wanted to know if I wanted to be there with my team. And I said, sure. Can you and I meet before that meeting and kind of talk about what the meeting is about? And he said, well, of course. And so today, this morning, I am meeting with my boss. And I think I kind of know how the meeting is going to go. I mean, I think, even before I left on FMLA leave, there were some changes in the works, and I think I kind of know the changes and moves. We have a new building, and that needs to be priority. But there'll probably be some changes that most of my team don't like or feel that they're being mistreated or something like that. That's usually how most of us feel when change happens in our life, and especially like in our work. And let me tell you a little bit about what these last 3 months did for me. Well, first of all, it really, after, overlooking the heart bypass surgery and being in intensive care for a little bit, a week, and then coming home. So that first month was me recovering. Second month, I was kind of, back to a little, I could be by myself and I didn't have to have everybody. Well, I didn't, probably for the first 2 weeks when I came back home, my daughter stayed with me, grandkids, her husband, so I'm blessed on that. And my son. So, but after that, I've kind of been on my own. I've been single for the last 10 years. So, I like my space. I like my space. I love my family, but I like my space. I'm sure you understand that. So, I digress. So, anywho, during those 3 months, it was really, and it's actually kind of why I started this channel, was because it was like, this is what I want my retirement to be like. Again, overlooking the heart bypass surgery and the health issues. I don't want that. But I do want to have the time to do my own things. I didn't take no trips or anything like that. I mean, I was still recovering, still tired. But in the grand scheme of things, I went for my walks probably sometimes twice a day. I got up when I wanted. I still got up at 5, had my cup of coffee, and, I was ready for the day. And really during those last 3 months, the weather here at Missouri has been kind of weird. But the constant thought of, this is what I want my life to be like when I retire. And that's why I started this channel, is because I started thinking, if this is what I want my life to be like in retirement, can I get there? So, and that's what this channel is about, me kind of figuring out, can I retire in 3 years? Maybe we're sharing each other's ideas. I don't know. But May 4th, this coming Monday, I'm officially back to work. And I just, even when I say that, I don't, even when I say that, I don't know, I'm trying not to cry on screen, but I don't know why I get emotional about it, because there's so many there's so many people there that have became my friends, and there's so many people there that I do really love and have been there for the last 3 months for me. But going back is, I'm not gonna lie, it's scary. And not scary in, how do I describe it? I don't know that I can describe it, really. I don't know that I can describe the emotions or my thoughts. Just that I've been gone for 3 months, and I know there's changes, and I know that things couldn't just stop. Like, okay, well, Mike's not here, we can't do anything. I know that. And I know that whatever changes are coming had to be made, And whether I had a part in them or I didn't have a part in them, as a supervisor, it's my job to support them and support my team. And that's what I'm going to do. I think the difference now and what I've learned in the last 3 months, before the heart surgery, I think there was a lot of things in my life that I reacted to. Something would happen, someone would say something, and I would just instantly react. And I will give a plug for a book that I just read, and it's called Let Them. And the underlying term in that book is let me. And please don't misunderstand me that I'm talking bad about my work or talking bad about my bosses, because I do love my job, like my bosses. But there were so many times that I reacted instead of taking the time to process and even understand where they're coming from. And I didn't do that. And I think that's what I want to do now. And I think the emotion, even just saying the word emotions, is difficult, because there's a part of me that, number one, yes, I do have to go back to work. Number two, it is going to be different. Just, can I handle it? Can I survive the full day regardless of any changes? It's just, and I'm going back during the time, summer is a very busy time. We do a lot of changes. We do a lot of cleaning. I guess, again, going back to, I'm trying to close this. I just wanted to come on here and tell you all my thoughts. And I'll be back later and tell you how the meeting went and everything. I'll keep you all posted on that. But if you're in a season of change, and I think, like, I'm 59. If you are in your 50s, well, let me just say this, 40s, 50s, 60s, we're in a season of change. And I don't know where you're at in your process for the next step in your life, the retirement step. But I would really like for you to follow along. I would really like for you to comment, tell me where you're at in your journey of retirement. If you have any ideas for me, I'd like to hear them. But please like and subscribe and follow along in my journey for the next 3 years. So thank you all so much for showing up. I appreciate you. You all have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video.